Coming right up on TVC Breakfast. All right, good to be here. And let's start with reactions that have continued to trail the 2019 CAF Awards held in Egypt on Tuesday, where Senegalese forward Sadio Mane picked up the coveted prize for the Men's Player of the Year, while Asisat Oshoala of Nigeria was awarded for the 4th time as the Women's Player of the Year. There are, however, reservations about some of the awards given on the night. We looked at the reactions in this report. 11 awards were given on the night as winners emerged from various categories after votes were collated from players, coaches and journalists. For many, the top prize was a no contest, as many had concluded before the event that Liverpool's Sadio Mane, who was up against teammate Mohamed Salah and 2016 winner Riyad Mahrez, was the most deserving after a remarkable year for club and country.
19, Sadio Mane.
Le meilleur joueur, Sadio Mane.
One award category which has however generated some controversy across the continent was a selection for the CAF Best 11. Many are of the opinion that the best of African football was downplayed to reward European dominance.
You have a footballer who actually emerged as the highest goal scorer at a tournament organized by CAF. He was missing. Also, the highest goal scorer at the qualifiers to the Nations Cup. I'm talking about Odion Igalo. He was missing conspicuously, and I think that is one of the areas to look at.
CAF, for me, are very, very unpredictable. They don't even choose. It is the coaches, it is the players, it is about the journalists who do this award. So, for me, let's work at that.
Aside the controversy around the awardees, there were also concerns that the CAF annual event may be losing its relevance to players who did not bother to turn up for the event owing to club commitments.
Ronaldo was not at the last award. We've had awards where there was no Lionel Messi. It's not a big deal. As long as the winner is present, all well and good.
For many Nigerians, it was a disappointing night for the country's pride and prestige on the African continent. It's been 20 years since a Nigerian last won the award for the African Footballer of the Year. Many believe this is a reflection of how much decline the country's football has gone through over the years. While many are optimistic about this ugly trend coming to an end soon, there are concerns that it may remain a mirage if decisive steps are not taken to achieve this.
Over the past 10-15 years, there's been a shift in the orientation because of the poverty level, because of the lack of organization in the Nigerian Premier League. Every Nigerian player is not looking forward to excellence.
For now, Super Falcons captain Asisat Oshoala continues to be the country's brightest prospect after claiming her 4th Women's Footballer of the Year award to join another Nigerian, Perpetua Nkwocha, as record winners of the accolade.
I think she set a standard already. Now we're talking about, is she the greatest ever woman footballer from Nigeria? From Africa, not even Nigeria. Hey, there's Perpetua Nkwocha, there's Mercy Akide. I think she has paid her dues, and I see her at the end of the day becoming the greatest ever woman footballer from Africa, not just Nigeria.
As the curtain draws on the 2019 CAF Awards, it is believed that stakeholders will put minds together to create an enabling structure to bring Nigeria back to a place of pride in African football. Well, some good, of course, some details from that one. Now, let's move away from there to European football, where Toni Kroos got a superb goal directly from a corner to help Real Madrid reach the Spanish Super Cup final with a 3-1 victory over Valencia in Saudi Arabia. The tournament, which is played in a new format, featured the 2 top teams from the La Liga and Copa del Rey finalists playing in a 4-team competition. Real qualified to participate in the tournament despite finishing 3rd in the La Liga last season after Barcelona won the La Liga, and also played in the Copa del Rey finals. Isco and Luka Modric got Madrid's other goals before Daniel Parejo scored a late consolation from the penalty spot for Valencia. Barcelona will face Atletico Madrid in the other semi-final on Thursday, with Real facing the winner in the final on Sunday. And KELECHI IHEANACHO got an equalizing goal to give Leicester a deserved draw on Wednesday to leave the Carabao Cup semi-final against Aston Villa delicately poised after an entertaining encounter at the King Power Stadium. IHEANACHO, who came on as a substitute, finished well from a Jamie Vardy's pass to give the Foxes a lifeline for the second leg at Villa Park. Manchester City grabbed a 3-1 win over City rivals Manchester United on Tuesday with goals from Bernardo Silva, Riyad Mahrez, and an own goal before a consolatory goal by Marcus Rashford reduced the deficit. The second leg of the semi-final matches will be played in a fortnight.